Hi, guys. Welcome back to Real Talk with your host, Kristen Victorian. Now, as per usual, we're going to go ahead and kick things off with the Texas economy. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so today we're going to start with gov.texas.gov. And they actually released an article on Governor Greg Abbott's 5-year economic plan for strategic development across the entirety of the great state of Texas. Now, the great state of Texas is not just great, because of its size, but also largely in part due to its production as well. Okay, a few objectives of his plan include establishing a unifying vision for the Texas economy moving forward, identifying new target industries and or clusters that are projected to increase jobs and encourage the continued expansion of the Texas economy. Last but certainly not least, among these few, outline initiatives to inform statewide economic development. So, not only did they provide us this information, but they also compiled a regional profile of Central Texas. Now, unfortunately, they don't have an updated portfolio, so we're going to use this information, which is based on 2021, okay, as a baseline of information to work through. So I'm going to cite quite a few sources. So bear with me here, guys. Again, this is going to provide us the baseline for the information, okay? So the Central Texas includes counties such as Bastrop, Travis, Bell, Mason, Burnett, Hamilton, San Saba, and Lampasas, just to name a few, okay? Now, Central Texas contributed to 13% of the population growth in 2021, totaling approximately 3.8 million. Okay, guys? Central Texas also contributed 13% towards the Texas GDP, totaling a whopping approximate 274 billion. 11% towards foreign exports, totaling 27 billion, and 14% towards employment growth, totaling 2.4 million. Okay, guys? Again, very great state, okay, in size and production. That's amazing. Now, according to businessintexas.com, Texas produces more than 40% of America's oil and nearly a quarter of the nation's natural gas. Okay, they also noted that we have the fourth highest rate of entrepreneurs, according to reports by the Kaufman Foundation. Okay, so we're going to couple that with another source, which is the U.S. Energy Information Administration, and they actually gave us specific numbers to work with. Okay, so these numbers are going to be based on the years 2024 and 2025. Okay, so oil and gas in 2024, for gas it was $2.92. Now these numbers are the average means, right? So this is just the average of the gas prices and the diesel. So for gas, again, in 2024, average price was $2.92. And for diesel, it was $3.80. This is based on February of 2024. So fast forward to February of 2025, gas is approximately averaged at $2.77. Diesel is $3.40. So we saw a decrease of 7.52% in gas and 10.53% in diesel. So we are seeing some progress, but if you're like myself, then we're still kind of like waiting for it to dip. I know near me, I'm located in Pflugerville, and near me, I get really excited when it goes south of like 250. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 249. Here by me, it fluctuates between like 240 and maybe 280, 290. So I'm always watching. So if you're like me, we're like, yeah, it's getting better according to the numbers, but it doesn't feel that way. Right. Okay. So according to comptroller.texas.gov, that is comptroller.texas.gov, non-farm employment rose 2% from September of 2023 to September of 2024. Okay. Now, the average price of a home in Texas rose by approximately $3,020 from January 2024 to January 2025. Okay, this is information from the Real Estate Center of Texas by A&M. I love them. Oh my God. Okay, so we also have a little bit more from them. Their website is trerc.tamu.edu. That is the Texas Real Estate Research Center of Texas A&M. Okay, so according to them, the consumer price index grew by 2.9% year over year and by 0.4% month over month, increasing by 0.1% from November 24, okay, or 2024 rather. Core inflation decreased by 3.2% year over year and increased by 0.2% month over month. Now, according to them, the deceleration suggests a potential, easing of underlying inflation pressures despite persistent challenges in certain sectors. Okay, so typically home sales increase in the summer months. For example, in 2023, like most years, activity was high in July and August, dipping significantly in the winter months that followed. However, in 2024, the opposite was true. Okay. Sales dipped in August and increased in October. So the winter months were very productive for Texas. San Antonio had the highest increase in sales, almost 7%, followed by Houston, Texas, with 12%, and Austin right behind them at 7%. Okay. So beautiful, beautiful things happening here. We're looking forward to more expansion, but this data basically suggests that we are in a buyer's market. Now, overall, in and around Austin, we do have buyer markets. Now, as I noted in my last podcast, these markets tend to fluctuate quite a bit. One and two, in one area, we may be in a buyer market, and in another area, we may be in a seller's market because it's due largely in part to demand. So if we have high demand in a very concentrated area, maybe a small area, that is going to determine what market we're in. And I like to look at it that way for my clients as their fiduciary. I want to be as exact and as precise as I can possibly be. I'm constantly looking for ways to grow and to improve and to better serve my clients because this is something that I really care about and matters a lot to me. So helping people is extremely important. Okay, so there's that. There's that. We have a lot to look forward to in 2025. Now, I will also say that inflation is getting pretty crazy overall. However, we are looking forward to a more stabilized economy as a nation. So, speaking beyond just the parameters of Texas, there is a lot of concern. Again, I covered in my last podcast the tariff situation. That is the number one threat, not only to Texas, but again to the entire nation. So these are things that we're constantly looking at and tracking and watching just to kind of see how it all um, unfolds. We're watching the trajectory. If I can speak, we're watching the trajectory of all of this, and we're trying to see where we're gonna head. So personally, I'm not for or against the current political situation. All I'm going to say is I do strongly hope that we do trend in a positive manner for the sake of the nation. Okay. So as long as we are doing well overall, especially Texas, I'm happy. I'm happy. So, guys, as per usual, my name is Kristen Victorian, your Texas Realtor. If you have any questions or suggestions, please go ahead and share your feedback with me. I love that. I love that. I love that. Why can't I speak? Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Oh my God. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, so I actually have received some feedback from you all. However, it's not necessarily economy related, it's not real estate related, so I didn't specifically call it out. As far as nails, yes, I do love nails. You guys have noticed I love nails. I'm always doing something fun, something creative. I have to say though, guys, I did not I did not want this. My nail tech basically told me essentially like she doesn't care. Like she was gonna freestyle. And I was like, oh, okay, freestyle. Came out okay. You know, it's giving Mardi Gras or something like that. That's not what I was going for. I literally have a green thumb. So like there's that. My hair is real. It is natural. This is my natural hair. Again, thank you guys. But if you guys could give me feedback specifically on the content that I am sharing with you guys, the information that I'm sharing, that is what I appreciate. If you have questions about the home buying process, if you have questions about being a realtor, if you are a realtor, you want tips, advice, whatever, we can get into that as well, guys. Just let me know. The less important things we could you could text me, you could but that's not necessarily the target here. Okay. Alrighty, now I want to go back to a scripture. Is it not here? Where's my scripture that I want to share with you all this time? Here it is. All right, so guess what book it is? Guess what book? Do you know? You got it? Do you have it? Do you have it? Psalms. Okay. Yes, you're right. Alrighty. So we're gonna go um Psalm chapter 17, verse 8. It says, keep me in the apple of your eye, hide me in the shadow of your wings. Now, this one stood out to me because specifically I like the phrase apple of your eye, apple of my eye. I just like, I don't know, I always like that phrase. But then also because it's speaking of God's love and of his protection. And those are things that I truly appreciate and benefit from, right? So it's like keep loving me as your humble, faithful servant. Just keep giving me that love, that support, and that guidance that you've been providing me thus far. And also keep protecting me and shielding me from the evils of the world, for people's negative thoughts and negative intentions. There's so much negativity and hatred in the world, and I want no parts in it. I want to continue to be a beacon of light. Continue to use me in the ways that you see, Lord, so that I could be a blessing to others. I don't want to be tainted by the negativity of, other people. So that is why that stands out to me. I am super, super proud of that. So yes. Again, thank you all so much. My name is Kristen Victorian, and until next time, I look forward to speaking with you all again.